Is your vacuum cleaner too heavy, bulky, and hard to push around and under the furniture? Does it sound like a jet engine when you turn it on? When you vacuum, do you get that smell? Do you see dust all over the furniture after you're done vacuuming? Well, if you look like this when you vacuum, then your cleaning game needs a boost. This is the Miele Boost CX1 Parquet vacuum cleaner. And we're going to go through all the features and specifications and all that. But before I do so, let's find out who this vacuum is meant for. If you are looking for a compact, lightweight, bagless vacuum cleaner and you have a lot of good quality bare floors, this machine is for you. The reason for that is it's literally called Parquet, and it comes with a Parquet Twister. This is Miele's best floor tool for bare floors. And we're talking hardwood and ceramic and porcelain and granite and concrete, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is their best tool. It's really, really nice and easy to use. So the focus for this model is, again, someone who's got a lot of bare floors. But there is a second attachment this vacuum comes with. It's called the combination floor tool. I call it a lazy man's tool. It's got a setting for rugs and a setting for bare floors. If you have rugs in this scenario, these are scattered rugs and low pile. Keep that in mind. But you also do have a setting for bare floors, which quite honestly, it's a bit redundant because you already get a really nice tool to go with it. So you have your perfect tool for bare floors, and you have a tool to use on your floor mats, entry mats and things like that. This, therefore, is perfect for those scenarios. If there is pet hair you're dealing with, we want to make sure all the pet hair is on bare floors and very, very little on rugs, if there is any. If you have low to moderate amount of pet hair and a little bit more area rugs and carpets, look at the next model up, the CX1 Boost Cat and Dog. Now, we've been selling and services vacuum cleaners for over 20 years, so we have a pretty good understanding of what most people's complaints are about their vacuum cleaners and why they're looking to possibly change or upgrade to a Miele vacuum. One of the things we hear all the time is how their vacuum cleaner is too heavy, too bulky, or too hard to push around. Well, the Miele Boost is Miele's most compact model, and it only weighs 13 pounds. So it's pretty lightweight, it's pretty compact, and as far as maneuvering it, it's got something called a track drive, which is a combination of the two large wheels and the two casters, all non-marking, but it allows the machine to follow you in a straight line, very nice and easy, but also be extremely nimble and turn on a dime, kind of like sports car, as a matter of fact. So that is a very nice feature. The other thing you will notice is when you lift the machine, when you're holding it, it doesn't tilt one way or another, bothering your wrist. It's very well balanced. That's a very thoughtful design. Now, we also have a very low center of gravity where the hose connects to the body. That means you can push and pull this thing all day long and it doesn't tip over. That's a great feature. Now we have the hose. The hose is crush proof and kink free. It's also a very lightweight hose, so it's very easy to work with. You also get a stainless steel telescopic wand, which has a couple of benefits. One is it's easy to reach corners, ceilings, hard to reach areas. But not only that, when you vacuum, you don't have to bend over because the wand is too short. You can stand straight without hurting your back and do your vacuuming. So that's a very nice feature to have. Another important thing. Now we hear this from people, the cord on my vacuum is too short, I have to get an extension cord. It doesn't reach the family room across the wall, I don't know, whatever. What happens with the Boost is you get a 21-foot cord, which gives you a 33-foot operating radius from the plug down to the floor head. That means you're not constantly looking for a plug And as a matter of fact, the reach is long enough that you could probably even vacuum your neighbor's living room if you wanted to. Okay, I'm curious to see how the CX1 Boost Parquet does on bare floors. Again, remember, this is the model that really emphasizes on having the best bare floor tool. But before I do that, I want to try it on a rug, just to give you an idea. Now, you're meant to have low pile rugs if you're purchasing this model. And for us to try, we have some pink sand, because everybody's got pink sand in their house, don't they? Well, don't you? Anyways, and some dirt. Really, really dirty dirt. And there's a lot of dust in here. By the way, this dust, that I don't know if you can see this, but there's dust flying everywhere. Right now, I can see it even. Once I start emptying that thing out, you'll see none of this dust come out. I'll show you why in the filtration section. But that's a lot of dirt you have there for a rug. And there is a bit of a trick to this, and I'm going to show you. The idea is, if you are using the combination floor tool for rugs, which is what is meant for, there is a rug setting right on this pedal. Now, there's two settings on this combo tool, a rug setting and a bare floor setting. For bare floors, you already have the parquet, so we don't bother with it. For the rugs, this has to be pushed forwards, and there's a sign of an area rug here, and there's a sign of an area rug right on the machine. Okay, make sure you're on both. You don't want to use the highest suction setting with this on rugs. So we're now on the area rug suction setting, which is the second from the lowest. And let's see how this does. Extendable wand. Every time I turn this on, I'm still amazed of how quiet the machine is. But I want to do one pass, hopefully, so let's see how this does. Impressive. Honestly impressive. I mean, I don't think there's any type of a dirt in your house this vacuum is not going to do. Not only that, I bet as soon as you start using this, you'll realize how much dirt your old vacuum left behind. That is just a quick idea of how it does on rugs. Again, low pile rugs. This, however, the Parquet Twister is star of the show. Long natural bristles, twister neck, this thing. When you use this on your floors, it literally feels like you're vacuuming clouds. Believe you me, it does. Now let me put some dirt, again, some of the pink sand you all have at home, and some of the dirt, and you know what, there's going to be dirt under furniture and stuff too, right? So let's put some there, see if we can get those, excuse me, get those in there. This is going to maneuver real nice and easy under furniture and around furniture, and that's a substantial amount of dirt. Now on the machine itself, you have a selector for suction, as you know. And what happens is, with bare floors, you can go to town. You can go to the maximum suction setting. So let's do that. Let's give it a fair chance. Maximum suction setting. Beautiful. Now, let's see how we do here. Nothing. Nothing. It's easy. It's easy. It's so easy. It's literally like vacuuming clouds. And it lays flat. So, let's see. Oh, I can hear that. Pretty good. Okay, again, the idea is twists and moves. So nice. So easy. I missed some. Did I miss some? I didn't see it. Wait, let me see. Ah, okay. Did I get it? Good job. One of the reasons why the Parquet Twister is so nice and easy to use is because of this twister neck. I mean, it's in the name. It's called the Parquet Twister. The idea is you turn your hand a little bit, this thing turns all the way. All right? It's just really nice. long natural bristles. This castle cut is what we call a castle cut. Allows dirt to get sucked through, so there's no snow plowing movement. All right. So, anyways, this has been a joy to use, and I'm sure you would absolutely love it. Again, this is meant for people who've got a lot of bare floors and good quality bare floors, and they want the best tool Miele's got to offer for bare floors. Now, that is all good, but remember, you also have a combo tool which is supposed to do bare floors as well. Well, does it? Yes, absolutely it does. Remember, you have a setting here. Push the pedal back, bristles come out. Is it as nice to use on bare floors? No, but it does have certain advantages. The whole idea why a combo tool, I call this, by the way, the lazy man's tool. The whole idea why it's so popular with so many models is because you can switch from floors to floors without having to switch the attachments. But a couple of good things about it is, especially when it goes underneath furniture and stuff, this, as you see, it literally lays flat. All right, so it has that advantage. It's not as twisty as the other one, but it's still a very nice tool to use, and you have the option to use whichever you want. Okay, I feel it's a little pity if you have this to use this for bare floors, but you do what you do. Now, so we make sure we cover the combo tool as well. I'd like to put some dirt, and again, remember, the whole point of a combo tool is that you can go from floor to floor without having to switch the floor head, right? So choose whichever attachment is good for you. Doesn't really matter. But on rugs, rug setting, push of a button. Done and done. I'm on a high suction setting right now, but it's doing the job just fine. One touch here. And pay attention to the sides. Even before I get to the dirt, it's picking it up. You see that? It's called edge-to-edge cleaning, so you don't have to hit the attachment against your baseboards all the time to try to get the corners, okay? Those are the two floor heads with this machine. They do a phenomenal job on rugs, bare floors. I think we've covered all. Now, you also get 3 accessory tools included with all the Miele Boost CX1s. You get a dusting brush, a crevice tool, and an upholstery tool on upholstery and furniture, corners, and if you use the vacuum for dusting. And you also get what we call a caddy for the tool accessory holder. It's meant for you to use, if you want to use the caddy like this. On the hose, there's a clip that holds it in place. I like it for storage, but while vacuuming, I may want to, I don't love it there when I'm vacuuming. I prefer to use it, use that when I need to. You could, and keep in mind, you could use any of these attachments at the end of the handle or at the end of the wand, right there, wherever you want it, okay? Really cool. The CX1, it's a Parquet in white, is probably one of the most beautiful vacuum cleaners I've ever seen, but my personal opinion means nothing. As a matter of fact, the CX1 Boost has won a DOT Design Award back in 2021, so don't take my word for it. You may absolutely love it, or you may not. The point there is not the way the vacuum looks. Nobody buys a vacuum cleaner because it looks good. It's all the thoughtful designs that have gone into making the CX1 Boost that are impressive. Let me start with all the connections. Everything that connects into each other locks into place. Starting from the hose. The hose clicks in its place. Not that you should, but if you ever got bored, you could do this. And your vacuum cleaner is not going to fall apart. Okay? How about the attachments? You know, a lot of vacuum cleaners, especially the cheaper ones, they'll get attachments that kind of friction fits sit together, but no, not the Boost. Actually, this is a pretty common practice with all Miele's, I have to say. The hose and the handle click and lock in. The handle into the metal wand clicks and locks in. This is not some cheap plastic wand. It's a telescopic stainless steel wand that is very durable. The floor head locks into place on the wand. So none of this stuff is coming apart while you're vacuuming. It's all very well made, very good quality stuff. At the same time, we have the whole idea with filtration. We have ease of use, we have how light it is, we have how powerful it is, we have how quiet it is. These are all the different reasons why I call this a very thoughtful design. Yes, it's a compact, lightweight, powerful, quiet vacuum cleaner. That is great, but that's not it, is it? I mean, any vacuum cleaner is going to suck the dirt off the floor, eventually at least, right? That's what they are for. They're vacuum cleaners, they pick up dirt. But here's the difference between Miele and almost any other vacuum cleaner we've tested. A lot of these vacuums, a lot of the dust they pick up from one end and throw back into the air from the other end. You could smell it. You may sneeze when you vacuum. You see dust sitting on the furniture right after you're done vacuuming. However, Miele has done, they've gone to lengths. They've done a tremendous job with filtration with this machine. As a matter of fact, this thing has a 3-layer filtration system, which ensures whatever dust you pick up doesn't leave the vacuum, whether it's when you're emptying the dirt or when you're vacuuming generally. Dust does not leave this vacuum. Let me show you how that filtration system is designed. One of the coolest things, by the way, and I've done this with a couple of the vacuums we've been shooting and testing for the last couple of days, is I can't get over the fact that this is one of the nicest vacuum cleaners when it comes to getting the dustbin out. So easy. And you know what? It's not just getting it out. I know I'm going, off topic here, but getting that dustbin out and putting it back in, I don't even have to look at it. So let me show you actually the way they've designed the air filtration system with the Boost CX1. You see, the motor is in here, right? You can see it from here. Airflow is created, so it's picking up dirt, it's going through the hose, it's going through the motor, and the dirt is gathered here. However, the air that travels through this bin reaches speeds of over 100 kilometers an hour, which creates a centrifuge force. Then, what that centrifuge force does is separates the fine dust from the big stuff. So, when you empty the bin out, which is very easy, I'll show you in just a second, no dust comes back into your face. All the fine dust is actually gathered in the filters back here. As far as emptying the dustbin, real easy. I can do it here and I can make a mess and I can vacuum it, and you know what, let's try it because we did pick up a lot of stuff. So all I have to do is push this button. Whoa, that is a lot of dirt. It'll be fun picking that up. But here's what I want to show you, the fine dust. And when I remove this filter, which by the way is actually 2 filters, you see right here, this is where the fine dust is. So it didn't come back into my face when I emptied it out there, okay? It stays here. And there we have 2 filters. We have a black filter, here's a sponge filter, and we have a washable filter here as well. It's a hygiene filter, I believe it's called. You may use another vacuum, you may use a blower, or you may wash these, okay? But this is where the fine dust is gathered, is my point, okay? Now, there is a 3rd filter in this machine, so this is only the 2nd stage so far. The CX1 Boost Parquet and the CX1 Cat and Dog, those 2 models, do also take what we call a HEPA filter. So, if there was any fine dust left and traveling through still, the HEPA filter, which is an H13 medical filter, will trap 99.97% of the fine particles down to 0.3 microns. We're talking dust and allergens, all the tiny little stuff, just to ensure nothing gets out of the vacuum. Okay? That is a really, really good, impressive filtration system. And by the way, these filters are replaceable. Every 12 to 18 months, you may want to change your HEPA filter. Just to keep that in mind. And every once in a while, you may want to wash this filter. This is not every single time you use the machine. Obviously, it does depend on usage, how much dirt you're dealing with. But it's not meant to be washed every time. As a matter of fact, every couple of months, but make sure it's absolutely dry before you use it, is the trick. And there is instructions on the back as well that tell you exactly the same thing. Okay? So that's that. Now we have created a mess. So, two things I'd like to try. I'd like to put the bin back into the machine without looking at it again. And I'd like to pick that dirt up and see how this thing does. I'm closing my eyes. I can't get over how nice that is. Honestly, it's really, really cool. And this is a lot of dirt on this, so I have a bit of a, let me go through here. Okay. If I pick this up, the argument for the amount of power and suction this machine creates should be laid to rest right here, right now. Okay? Suction setting on the combo tool. I am its highest suction setting. I don't want to be on the highest suction setting when I do carpets. So I'm going to reduce it back to the second. Come on, I'm being very generous here on this test. So let's see. Ready? Okay. Now the pink sand, I hope is showing well in the camera. I'm going over it a couple of times, but that was a lot of dirt. I'm good. Let's see how we do on bare floors. Same floor head. I want to increase suction. There we go. You know what? Let me tell you this. If this vacuum cleaner doesn't pick the dirt off your floors, nothing will. I promise you that. One of the most annoying things ever is having to vacuum the same spot over and over again just to see the dirt sitting there staring at you. Or maybe you have to vacuum and use a broom right after. Anyways, the CX1 Boost has a very powerful 1200 watt vortex motor. It not only has a very powerful motor, it has a suction control. Well, all that power has to be managed somehow. So they've given you a rotary dial with 4 predetermined suction settings, one for curtains, one for area rugs, one for wall-to-wall carpets, and one for bare floors. But you could literally leave that knob anywhere in the middle of these suction settings. So you have really infinite control as to how much suction you get out of it. Now, scientifically, I would have a suction gauge to show you how powerful this is, and I don't. So I'm going to have to get creative. Let's see how we can do this. This is right now the lowest. This is the highest. Okay. That's good. Dirt. Good. Sand. It sounds like a jet engine when you turn it on. We wanted to measure how loud the CX1 Boost is. So I have downloaded an app called Decibel X. It's a free app. And I just wanted to measure real quick. This is not scientific at all, but I just wanted to measure at its highest suction setting, loudest setting, how does it do? Just under 85. That's not loud, is it? Another complaint we hear from people on their vacuum cleaners is how the vacuum doesn't do the stairs well. Whether it doesn't sit on the stairs and they have to use their knees to hold the vacuum on the step, or it just wobbles around, or it's not reaching anywhere. Let's see how the CX1 Boost does on stairs. And we happen to have a set of stairs right here. We are on a second floor. Follow me. I have to say, this was fun and all, but an impressive fact is I'm still plugged in to the plug that we had down at the bottom of the staircase. I didn't have to unplug or anything, and I'm on the second floor of a commercial building already. Commercial buildings have high ceilings, so this is a proper size staircase or proper height staircase. This is impressive, I have to say. Now, hopefully by this time you have a very good understanding of all the benefits and features, the differences between the models, and whether the model you're looking at is the right model for you. They are fantastic machines. They are beautiful. They come with amazing warranties. Miele's warranties are the best in the business. You get 5-year free warranty on all components, 7 years on the motor. Just like any other Miele appliance, these machines are made to last 20 years. Now is the good part. We give you as much value as we possibly can. First of all, we ship all of these vacuums free of charge to all Canadian provinces, but whoopity-doo, everybody does that. The first thing you're going to receive is a video from us after you purchase that shows you how to assemble, maintain, and operate the machine. We're also the warranty and the service center, and have been so for Miele for over 20 years. We offer free video call troubleshooting. We have a 30-day full satisfaction guarantee. If for whatever reason you don't like your vacuum, you have 30 days to return it. 90-day price match guarantee. And we also offer air miles and financing and all that good stuff too. If I missed anything, if you have any questions, 1-877-220-5656 is our toll-free number. Vacuumwarehouse.ca, information right here, is our website. Buy one and you will absolutely love it. That's my promise to you.